A British man died and more than 24 passengers got injured during a severe turbulence on a London-Singapore flight on Tuesday. The plane took off from Heathrow Airport with 211 passengers on board and had to make an emergency landing in Bangkok at 3:45 p.m. local time. Airport authorities said the victim might have suffered a heart attack.
I just know that he's like English nation and then have a heart attack problem. So maybe he's have a heart attack on plane or not. But after the doctor have to investigate his body again.
Tracking data shows the plane suddenly and sharply pitched down by nearly 2,000 meters in around 3 minutes, staying at an altitude of 9,400 meters before rapidly descending and landing in Bangkok in just under half an hour. Airports of Thailand Group said all injured passengers are being treated at a facility inside Suvarnabhumi Airport. Nine defendants are going on trial in Frankfurt, Germany, over an alleged far-right attempt to forcibly overthrow the government. The case shocked the country back in 2022. Around 260 witnesses are supposed to attend. The large number of defendants, lawyers and media dealing with the case are being held in a courthouse built specifically for this trial.
Wir verfügen nicht über einen Saal, der von den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen, die erforderlich sind und auch von der Personengröße geeignet gewesen wäre, dieses Verfahren angemessen durchzuführen. Das Verfahren hat eine Größenordnung, die das Oberlandesgericht bislang noch nie hatte. Wir haben ein Verfahren mit 9 Angeklagten, die zurzeit 25 Verteidiger haben. Wir haben auch einen Umfang der Anklageschrift, der über das, was wir bislang kennen, hinausgeht.
Defendants include Heinrich XIII, Prince Royce, whom the group allegedly planned to install as Germany's provisional new leader. There's also a judge and former lawmaker with the far-right AfD party, as well as ex-German military officers. Most of them have been charged with belonging to a terrorist organization. The trial, starting on Tuesday, is the second of 3 major proceedings into the so-called Reichsbürgers, people who allegedly don't recognize the Federal Republic of Germany. Another trial began in Stuttgart in April, while a third one is expected to start in Munich in June. The Slovak parliament reconvened for the first time on Tuesday since the shooting of Prime Minister Robert Fico last week. In a landmark resolution, MPs unanimously called on all parties to respect election results and refrain from spreading hatred against opponents. The move follows a public outcry over the attack on the PM, which many say stemmed from an atmosphere of toxicity and lies surrounding Slovak politics. Prime Minister Fico remains in hospital in a serious but non-life-threatening condition. Medical staff said he remains conscious and communicative. Meanwhile, investigations into the attack go on. A male individual was detained immediately after the incident. Following a police search at his apartment, a court ordered that the suspect remain behind bars. Government officials initially sustained that the shooter was probably a lone wolf. However, on Sunday, they said that he might have been helped by someone else.
The Austrian chancellor praised Britain as a pioneer in outsourcing migrants to places outside of Europe. In Vienna, Austrian Chancellor Karl Nehammer praised the UK's Rwanda scheme at a joint news conference with the UK's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Austria and the UK have agreed to work together to change the European legal system to allow the deportation of migrants to safe third countries.
Und mit der Partnerschaft mit dem Vereinigten Königreich kann es uns jetzt gelingen, tatsächlich hier auch eine Veränderung im Diskussionsprozess herbeizuführen. Deswegen gibt es von österreichischer Seite dort, wo wir können, volle Unterstützung für den britischen Weg.
Business as usual won't solve this problem. We have to think creatively. We have to pursue new ideas, new solutions and deterrence, removals to safe third countries like the UK's pioneering Rwanda scheme.
Austria is among 15 EU countries calling for more agreements with countries migrants depart from. This call followed EU nations endorsing major asylum system reforms.
Serbia's left-wing Socialist Movement Party has announced it will draft a bill aiming to restrict the activities of foreign NGOs operating in the Balkan country.
Izdaja sopstvene zemlje I naroda ne može više da bude visoko profitabilna delatnost.
The draft closely resembles the highly controversial foreign agent law, which is expected to be implemented in Georgia soon. Serbian voters will head to the ballot box on June the 2nd to participate in a rerun of last year's federal election. The proposed anti-foreign NGO law could bring more votes to the Serbian socialist movement.
Ja zaista smatram da je ugrožavanje interesa Republike Srbije ako postoje nevladine organizacije koje se doniraju iz inostranstva, finansiraju iz inostranstva I ovde rade na propagiranju Kosova kao nezavisne države, na propagiranju postojanja genocida u Srebrenici, o uništenju Republike Srpske.
NGOs such as the Youth Initiative for Human Rights are concerned the bill will impact their and Serbian society's future.
Te najave ja vidim kao sredstvo zastrašivanja pre svega civilnog društva I nezavisnih medija, odnosno onih medija koji kritički preispituju zapravo ponašanje vlade, a s druge strane organizacija koje pokušavaju da na neki način reformišu društvo, predlažu određene politike I kroz ove najave mi vidimo zapravo jednu vrstu poželjne zabrane zagovaranja određenih demokratskih principa.
The law could hang Serbia's EU member state candidacy in the balance. Spain's Popular Party presented its policy platform for the upcoming EU elections and are using it to critique Federal Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's government.
Hemos liderado en Europa la defensa del Estado de Derecho y la denuncia permanente de la infame amnistía de Sánchez y Puigdemont.
The opposition is targeting democracy, economy, social policies and geopolitical leadership and will attempt to garner younger voter support.
Trabajamos en una propuesta para eximirles del pago de impuestos durante los primeros años de su carrera profesional.
Party leader Fuejo promised to make this one of the electoral campaign's central points, but noted the challenges.
A veces tengo la impresión de que un documento como este queda relegado por la disputa, por el regate político, por el humo.
It comes after far-right party Vox drew thousands of attendees at a rally in the capital, attended by Argentinian President Javier Milei. A row between the countries sparked by comments made by Milei threatened to overshadow the start of Spain's EU election campaign.
Me parece lamentable que los intereses de 48 millones de españoles y 46 millones de argentinos estén secuestrados por una forma de hacer política.
The party leader advocated for calm amid barbs traded between the leaders' governments. Support for the Popular Party at the ballot box in June.
Pese a las palabras de Alberto Núñez Feijóo aquí en la presentación del programa electoral del PP, la crisis diplomática entre España y Argentina sitúa el relato justo donde quieren sus adversarios políticos. Por un lado, la demostración de fuerza de Vox en su mitin del fin de semana revela que no renuncia a disputar al PP la bandera del antisanchismo y Sánchez, por su parte, consigue situar al PSOE como el muro contra lo que él llama la internacional ultraderechista, porque más allá de los programas políticos, las campañas electorales siempre marcan los tiempos. Todos saben cómo empieza, pero nadie sabe cómo acaban. En Madrid, Jaime Velázquez, Euronews.
Je me trouve en Hongrie, à Debrecen plus particulièrement, deuxième ville du pays et un des bastions du Fidesz, le parti du Premier ministre Viktor Orban. Derrière moi, vous avez plusieurs milliers de personnes réunies, non pas en soutien au gouvernement, mais à l'appel d'un homme, Peter Magyar, qui incarne une nouvelle opposition et qui présente sa liste aux élections européennes de juin 2024. Sa popularité grimpe en flèche et les espoirs d'un changement au sein de la société hongroise l'accompagnent. Alors pour Witness, on va essayer de comprendre quels sont les enjeux de ces élections, mais surtout quel futur se dessine pour les Hongrois et les Hongroises.
Valaki ebben beteg, és nem tudja megfizetni a gyógykezelést, és nem tud a
We are the most corrupt country, so it's too much for the Hungarian people. It's too much together, economically, politically, legally, ethically, it's too much.
It will be challenging from him, just to keep this success alive. And what we know for sure that Fidesz will do anything to discredit him.
I think that he needs a chance, and I think he has a chance because he is new and he has come from the system that he's trying to take down. I don't have a belief that if he would be Hungary's prime minister, everything would change, that everything would be automatically better. I think changing the current system that has been governing here for the past 14 years would be a step.